Are you looking for the best binoculars? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best binoculars on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Nikon Monarch M5 8x42. Nikon's Monarch 5 binoculars were my first real binoculars. Years later, their upgraded M5 is my top pick for most people just getting started. These offer great bang for your buck, and the 8x42 magnification is the most versatile. It isn't just me either. These are some of the most common binoculars I see when I'm out birding. The Monarch M5s strike an excellent balance between optical power, quality, and price. The roof prism design includes phase coatings and ED glass, extra low dispersion glass. The multi-coated glass cuts down on chromatic aberrations, distortion or color fringing sometimes seen around objects in bright sunlight. The Monarch M5s give nice, bright views with very little distortion, making them excellent birding binoculars. The eyepieces have large, 21mm, eye lenses and they're deeply recessed in the eye cups, which allows for nearly a full field of view even when wearing glasses. The Monarch M5s are also light enough that they can hang around your neck all day without bothering you too much, and they come with the most comfortable stock strap of any binoculars I've tested. The nomenclature for the Monarch series is a little confusing. I'm recommending the Monarch M5 here, released in 2022, but the Monarch 5 binoculars I own are technically still available. The new M5 designation features a slightly wider field of view and better optical coatings. There's also the more expensive Monarch M7 series, which is available in 8x42. I have not tested the latter, which offers an even larger field of view but is significantly more expensive. Number 2. Viper HD 10x42. The difference between 8x and 10x doesn't sound like much, but in practice, it's significant. Objects are larger, but the field of view is narrower. That means it's harder to follow things since a wide field of view gives you more context to orient yourself. This is especially true with something like a small bird in thick shrubs. The greater magnification also means any hand shaking can cause you to lose your subject. That said, this is my favorite resolution for birds, as long as I am not carrying these all day, because 10x42s are considerably heavier. Our top pick at this size is the Vortex Viper HD binoculars. These offer excellent clarity, crisp, clear views, and good color accuracy. The colors are slightly less saturated to my eye, but I only noticed this in side-by-side comparisons with the Nikons above. The focus wheel is smooth, though I wish it were slightly faster. There is some blurring in the periphery, the edges of your field of vision through the lenses, but that's to be expected at this price. Number 3. Celestron TrailSeeker ED 8x32 binoculars. When I head out hiking, the Celestron 8x32 TrailSeeker ED, August 10th, Wired recommends, are the binoculars I want around my neck. They're light enough to hardly notice them, but have great optical performance for this price. The TrailSeekers offer phase and dielectric coated Bok for prisms, which is rare in this size binocular at this price. Another way you might see this listed is roof prism binoculars with multi-coated optics. It works. The ED glass keeps fringing and other chromatic aberrations under control even in very bright, high-glare conditions. With a roughly 7.9-degree field of view, I find birding with these to be very similar to my 10x42. Both the power and objective lens size are smaller, but the field of view ends up almost the same. Number 4. Pentax AD 7x32 ED. These Pentax are also excellent for the price. The 7.8-degree field of view is wide enough for most uses and the extra low dispersion ED glass is very effective. I saw basically no chromatic aberrations, even on the edges. Even better, the sharpness to the edge is outstanding, better, in fact, than the Celestrons, but the magnification is less and the FOV is also slightly narrower. As with most of our picks, these are waterproof and fog-proof. The focus knob is also very smooth. And at 20 ounces, I didn't mind having them around my neck all day. If you're hiking and this is in your budget, these are also a great choice. Number 5. Maven C.2 7x28 binoculars. Maven C.2 series is the first compact binocular I've tested that didn't leave me frustrated. Yes, the 28mm field of view is narrow when you're used to 42mm, but these are so small and light, just 4.5 inches and weighing only 12 ounces, that I barely even noticed them around my neck. If you want compact, lightweight optics that still deliver a bright, sharp image, these are the binoculars to get. They're good for general-purpose use, wildlife, sports, travel, or any time you want binoculars but don't want to know you have binoculars. Number 6. Nocs Standard Issue 8x25 Binoculars. Before I dive into why the Nocs are great for kids, let me be clear, Nocs are not kids' binoculars. They're fine compact binoculars that fit well in the ultralight category above. I borrow them from my kids all the time. I wouldn't suggest these as the best first pair of binoculars for young kids, in that case, see our budget pick below, but for anyone over the age of 8, these make a great, compact, first pair of binoculars. You get good magnification with a waterproof IPX7 rating and fog-proof design in a lightweight package, 11.8 ounces. These also have two things that specifically make them great for kids: rugged construction and a nice, rubberized grip. I can't tell you how many trees and rocks these have bashed into while around my son's neck, and they're still as good as new. Number 7. Celestron Skymaster 15x70. When you think stargazing, you probably think telescopes, but binoculars can work too, especially larger, higher magnification models like these Celestron Skymasters. The first thing to know is that these are huge. Most of the time you'll want to use them with a tripod, which is not included in the price. They do include an adapter, which I used to put them on a photo tripod, which worked fine. The Poro prism design, see below, with 15x magnification and 70mm objective lenses make these are nice and bright, perfect for getting good views of the moon. They also work for larger clusters and nebulae. They do work for birding as well, but it's more like using a spotting scope. They're nice for digiscoping though if you're viewing something reasonable stationary, like water birds. As with all Celestron binos, there's a nice big, smooth focusing knob, and they also have long eye relief which makes them easy to use with glasses. There is a fair bit chromatic aberration, especially with bright stars or the moon, but I didn't find it distracting. In fact, for the price, these provide surprisingly great views.